What would you do if you saw a mother forced to cancel her son's birthday cake because she couldn't afford it? In today's heartwarming story from Louisville, Kentucky, a hardworking single dad witnesses a painful moment that could have ruined a young boy's special day. But one unexpected act of kindness changes everything and leaves a struggling mother fighting back tears. Stay with us until the end to discover how a simple decision created a memory this family will cherish forever. If you enjoy inspiring real-life stories like this one, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more touching moments from around the world. And now let's get started. Michael Carter pulled his pickup truck into the parking lot of a neighborhood bakery in Louisville, Kentucky just after finishing a long day at work. As a single father, he was used to balancing responsibilities, and that evening he had stopped by to buy a few pastries for his daughter. The warm smell of freshly baked bread and vanilla frosting greeted him. As he stepped inside, several customers stood in line, chatting quietly while employees packed cakes behind the counter. Michael joined the line and glanced around the cozy shop. Near the register stood a woman in her early 30s with a young boy beside her. The child, who looked about 8 years old, held a small bag filled with colorful birthday decorations. His face carried the excitement only a birthday celebration could bring. He kept asking his mother questions about the party, smiling as he imagined the fun that awaited him. The woman smiled back at him, but Michael noticed a hint of worry behind her expression. When it was finally her turn, the bakery employee brought out a decorated birthday cake that had the boy's name written across the top in bright blue icing. The child's eyes lit up instantly. Then the atmosphere changed. The woman handed over her credit card, and after a brief pause, the cashier quietly informed her that the transaction had been declined. A look of embarrassment crossed her face. She asked the cashier to try again, her voice barely above a whisper. This second attempt failed as well. For a moment she stood frozen. Then she looked at the cake and shook her head sadly. "I'm sorry," she said softly. "I'll have to cancel the order." The boy remained unaware of what was happening, still admiring the cake from a distance. Michael watched as the woman lowered her eyes, clearly trying to hold back tears. In that moment, he remembered the financial struggles he had faced while raising his daughter alone. Seeing the mother's heartbreak and the child's innocent excitement stirred something deep inside him, and he knew he could not simply walk away. As the woman turned away from the counter, trying to compose herself, Michael stepped forward. Before the bakery employee could put the cake back, he quietly pulled out his wallet and told the cashier he would cover the entire cost. The employee looked surprised, but nodded with a grateful smile. Michael paid for the cake and asked that no attention be drawn to him. A few moments later, the cashier called the woman back to the register. "Ma'am," she said gently, "there's no need to cancel the order. Your cake has already been paid for." The woman blinked in confusion. "Paid for?" she asked. The cashier pointed toward Michael. For a second, she seemed unable to process what had happened. Then tears filled her eyes. She looked at her son, who was now grinning from ear to ear. After hearing that he could take the cake home, the boy hugged the cake box carefully, as if it were the greatest treasure in the world. The woman quickly walked over to Michael. "You did this?" she asked, her voice trembling. Michael gave a small nod. "I can't thank you enough," she said. "You have no idea how much this means to us." Michael smiled warmly. "Every kid deserves a birthday cake," he replied. "I'm just glad I could help." The woman introduced herself as Sarah and explained that unexpected bills had drained her bank account that month. She'd been trying her best to make her son's birthday special, despite their financial difficulties. Missing the cake felt like one disappointment too many. Michael listened quietly as a single parent himself. He understood the pressure of wanting to give a child happy memories, even when money was tight. Sarah wiped away her tears and thanked him once more. Before leaving, her son walked up to Michael and said, "Thank you, mister." The simple words touched Michael more than he expected. Watching the mother and son leave the bakery with smiles on their faces, he felt certain he had spent his money in the best possible way. For Sarah and her son, what had started as a heartbreaking moment had become a birthday memory they would never forget.